What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I seen the titles going down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. Oh, y'all see it. I really find this funny. I find this funny. I'm gonna show y'all 20 seconds of this clip right quick. I'm gonna show y'all 20 seconds of this, and I love doing this. This isn't the first time, and I'm sure this is not gonna be the last time, as long as these individuals continue to get on this show, broadcast their lies, the fakeness, and the frustrations of the ones who actually pay attention. You have the view here. In this 26 seconds, they geeked up. Release the files, release this, release that. Why aren't they releasing the files? Questions, madness, all of it. Check it out.
Bottom line is this. Release the damn files and release them now. Release everything.
If this does not implicate Donald Trump, why wouldn't you say release everything?
They absolutely have to show us what they're all hiding.
If there's nothing to hide, release it all.
But all of that information is out there. Why not just put it to rest and say, release the list?
Because, they should just say, listen, this is what it is.
Okay. So you have these, and honestly, people will ask, and well, if they know that they have, put themselves in this position, and it's more so of like that gambling a little bit, playing with the fire. Why would they put themselves in this position if they know they're associated with Epstein? And they know it's a chance, it might, Lisa, let me tell y'all something. I don't know what it is, or if they think President Trump and the Trump administration is just somebody who's, not going to do things and not going to put, that information out. But I truly feel like and know that they are. That's obviously what we voted for. We didn't specifically vote and support, these specific things. But what we did vote and support for is, to be truthful, to get things done, to handle things better, right? Everything changed with this. Everything changed with this. This right here, this is obviously recent. I'm not sure if, many of y'all saw. I'm sure many of y'all have. But if you didn't, you have Whoopi Goldberg finally addresses, her name appearing in Epstein documents. And it says being listed does not mean guilt. Check it out right here.
Now, in the name of transparency, can you put up my name is in the files? Yes. And what does it say? It says, Whoopi needs a plane to get to Monaco. John Lennon's charity, it should say Julian Lennon's charity, is paying for it. They don't want to charter, so they're looking for private owners. Here's the info. And they give all the information, and they're saying, do you...
Go back. Whoopi Goldberg needs a plane. This is from Jeffrey Epstein. Whoopi Goldberg needs a plane to get to Monaco. John Lennon's charity is paying for it. They don't want to charter, so they're looking for private owners. Here's what it is. I'm not going to lie. I feel like regardless, like Jeffrey speaking on Whoopi, like that, obviously, I feel like that's something like right now, she's obviously doing something to where it's like, I'm about to defend myself because I know I'm in the wrong. And we all see that. Because there's no way you have this email. This email was in 2013. Again, everybody know who this individual was, even after 2008. But seeing this, Whoopi Goldberg needs a plane tomorrow. I mean, it's more so of like, y'all know, you just don't say this randomly for an individual. You're obviously friends with this individual, best friends with this individual, or you have some type of relationship with this individual. And again, I know a lot of individuals are famous. A lot of individuals, you know, you have these celebrities, but a lot of celebrities just don't speak like this. Like, oh yeah, this individual needs a plane. No, you're literally close within this individual. So there's nothing, like me personally, I truly feel as if there's no, it ain't no turn back.
They're saying, do you want to offer your G2? Okay.
And it looks like they said no thanks.
Yes.
So in other words, anybody can be on this list.
Well, this is my point, because I'm telling you, when I tell you people are trying to turn me into, I wasn't his girlfriend, I wasn't his friend.
You were too old for him.
I was not only.
Don't y'all find it completely funny how President Trump, you know, has done this and they've said, you know, horrible things about him, you know, all because he's saying, you know, he didn't do this and he's not, you know. I'm just saying, like,
old,
come on now.
It was at a time, you know, where this is just not. You used to have facts before you said stuff.
But Trump is on the list 38,000 times.
Well, I can't speak to him, but I'm speaking about me because I'm getting dragged. People actually believe.
You see how Whoopi, in a sense, and again, I think it said it right here. In defending herself, she's basically defending Trump as well. And just by her saying that, this right here, let me go back so I can show you.
38,000 times.
Well, I can't speak to him, but I'm speaking about me because I'm.
See that? Because now she's in that mode. And look at Joy's face. You can't help her. It's over with. Now she has to defend herself because now look how she's looking. Mind you, again, however you put this, I truly feel as if and she talking about I wasn't his girlfriend. Yes, trust me. Even if you weren't his girlfriend, I know there's a lot of individuals who have, you know, these relationships, this, that, and other, and they don't have that title as a girlfriend. So she can say that and say that she doesn't, you know, she doesn't associate any of that. Don't no individual just say, oh, yeah, well, this individual needs a plane. A plane, bro? Not a car. We ain't talking about an Uber. We're talking about a whole plane. Come on now. Make it make sense.
People actually believe that I was with him. It's like, honey, come on. Every man that I've ever been with, you've known about him because either the Inquirer wrote it about it. Your people wrote about this stuff. So no, I never had this, you know, and no, I didn't get on the plane because you know what I would have to do to get on the plane? Fly. They were trying to,
and she doesn't fly.
No, so they're trying
She's
to get me.
Babe.
They're trying to get me to get on a plane to get to this thing for Julian Lennon.
Yeah, but the thing is, they dropped like 300 names.
Yes.
And it's like flood the zone because when you're looking, there are people like Marilyn Monroe who was dead.
Elvis.
Yeah, a lot of people, because a lot of the reasons your name can be mentioned are news articles, third-party emails, contacts. Again, wealthy, famous people often cross in professional and social circles, so that's not the surprising part.
Y'all keep on. Do y'all best. I mean, do you? Like I said, I find it hilarious. Y'all know me. Check this out, y'all.
Hey guys, this is
Number facts right here.
Favorite community advocate. So Whoopi Goldberg is getting all defensive because.
And I want to make sure.
Hey guys, this is Latinia favorite.
This is I had to get her name right, but this is Latinia Brown. I wanted to say that before she started, but one thing about it, just check it out.
Hey guys, this is Latinia's favorite community advocate.
Facts,
so Whoopi
y'all.
Goldberg is getting all defensive because she's getting dragged over the fact that her name is mentioned in the Jeffrey Epstein files. My friend, you get treated the way you treated President Trump when you accused him of being an abuser towards children and accused him of being mentioned in the files of doing things allegedly. And it come to find out, President Trump was the one cooperating and in turn informant on Jeffrey Epstein, and he called the police on Jeffrey Epstein. Now,
Exactly.
You, my dear, is entitled to the same treatment that you've given everybody else, all of the Republicans, including President Trump, and accusing them of doing things. But you called for the files to be released, the files were released, and you all are mentioned. So I don't care who you are, celebrity or not, If you hurt a child or if you knew about children being hurt, you should be held accountable. Now, the same way you guys push for cancel culture, I think that Whoopi Goldberg, you might want to think be continuing on as a host of The View, because your name is all over those files. And there's no way, and I'm not accusing you of doing anything because you have a right to defend yourself.
Yeah.
There's no way that you guys have partied with Epstein, went to the island, and did not know that children were being trafficked. Come on now.
Exactly.
Come on. It was very obvious. A handful of you all knew what was going on, and that's why you all are coming down on Nicki Minaj, because she's exposing everything. And I'm going to say this, by the grace of God, I hope that Nicki Minaj is protected and covered in the blood of Jesus, her and her family, and I hope that President Trump protects Nicki Minaj and her family, because there are things that she's about to expose, and you guys don't want her talking. Hence, this is why you're running multiple smear campaigns on her and on President Trump. May God protect them both.
Most definitely. And not to mention only Nicki Minaj, but as well as a lot of individuals that's calling out a lot. You have Nancy Mace right here. You have a lot of individuals that's calling out, a lot of things when it comes down to it, within this. Nicki Minaj is definitely one that I definitely, support and love, for the things that she's doing. Really. I mean, I truly, truly love it, and I truly, respect it. For a lot that's going on, I like I said, I find it funny that now that she's wearing those shoes and seeing how things are, when it comes down to it. And again, like I said, she has that right, to defend herself. But one thing about it is that she's in it. You know what I mean? Especially with that, I don't care what anybody say. All the mess that was going down, like I said, being convicted in 2008, that email was sent in 2013. Even probably before that, I truly feel as if she knew what was going on. She definitely knew what was going on. And it's definitely sickening. It's definitely sick. And for her to sit there and continue to lie on The View makes it even more sicker. I'm telling y'all. It says, today I wrote, this is Nancy Mace, today I wrote the CIA to release all Jeffrey Epstein files to Congress and to the American people. We're asking for all documents, images, and passwords. The truth has been hidden for far too long. I believe Epstein was intel asset and believe that information in Epstein's possession is why the government, obviously is more so of, let's cover up. I have to watch what I say on here, y'all. Made another post. It's Nancy Mace. And let me go over here to this document. Says, we're calling on the Central Intelligence Agency to allow us to view any and all records, documents, photos, videos, passports, and other materials they have in their possession relating to Jeffrey Epstein. Ghislaine Maxwell. I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I apologize. Congress needs to know what, if any, relationship the CIA had to do, within it. I don't know if I should be saying this. I don't know if I'm talking too much. When it comes down to it. But obviously was, sent out. This is Nancy Mace. One thing about it is that a lot of individuals are wanting, more out. And one thing about it is that, I truly, truly want, things to be more so truthful. I'm tired of things getting, dragged out. I feel like there's so many things that need to be out, that need to be said when it comes down to it, to hold, these different individuals accountable. I know there's a lot of people, they won't release nothing. Nothing's going to happen or nothing. Trust and believe. I truly would want that. I truly would want that, because there is people that need to be held accountable, not only when it comes to Epstein, but other individuals that have things that's going on. We're not just talking about Epstein here. No, not Epstein. I'm talking about other people. There's other individuals that got stuff going on too. And I definitely want them to be held accountable. This is definitely sickening. It's definitely sad. I had children of my own. 2 daughters at that. So it's definitely sad. It's definitely sad. I try to, do my best with remembering to pray, for, a lot of children or a lot of individuals that's going through a lot of this, and it's definitely sad, after, like I said, I can't say certain words, but y'all know what I mean. It's definitely sad. One thing about it, definitely, prayers to all individuals, rather, just being protected, being protected and watched over, because it is some cruel, sick individuals. I'm telling y'all. It's definitely crazy. Y'all can go check this out. Nancy Mason, look at this document here, though. Pretty wild. Says there are other signs of relationships between Epstein. One of Epstein's attorneys, Catherine Rumler, who's also the White House counsel under President Barack Obama, says received the highest honor from the CIA. I'm telling you, I feel like it's definitely a deep rabbit hole when it comes down to it. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Catch y'all next one.